Hello, we are JRAN, a 4-person team from Poolesville High School in Poolesville, Maryland. This year, we work with CHI Centers, a nonprofit organization located in Silver Spring, Maryland that helps workers with disabilities find jobs. With the help of CHI Centers, our subject matter expert, Mr. Ronald Quick, found a job as a janitor for various government facilities. But while he is a very capable worker, Mr. Quick is nonverbal and consequently faces challenges in his day-to-day activities. We spoke to Ms. Veronica Beatty, his job coach, to clarify exactly what our product needed to assist him with.
Well, it can help him have an easier way of communicating so he can be less frustrated and the others can better understand him. You know, he gets along very well with people. However, no one has ever held a conversation with him.
As Ms. Beatty expressed, our device needed to help Mr. Quick communicate, as oftentimes his inability to do so would frustrate him and decrease his efficiency.
Does Mr. Quick ever get frustrated at his inability to effectively communicate with you or other coworkers?
Yes, I think he does. He does quite often.
So what happens in that circumstance?
It could be a outburst of sorts, physical manifestation of frustration, pacing, rocking, becoming very irritated.
Our device, a new voice, consists of a battery hooked up to an Arduino-compatible soundboard, which we then use to compile voice lines of basic conversation words, such as yes and no, as well as adjectives used to describe his current emotional state, such as tired, thirsty, hungry, and sick, as demonstrated here.
Yes. No. Hungry. Thirsty. Tired. Sick.
These words were selected based on what Ms. Beatty advised us to implement, as she has trouble reading those feelings from Mr. Quick. This device would be placed inside a wooden box with 6 holes drilled on top, and a button would be placed in each hole, one for each prompt. When a button is pressed, the corresponding prompt will play.
When we met with Mr. Quick to test our device for the first time, we found that some of the soldered wires came off easily and that our prototype was clunky in general. Because of this, we sought to 3D print our next model, which would be of a lighter weight and have a more polished design overall. We got to work immediately, and after a couple of weeks, we were ready for Ronald to test out our final design. As seen here, our final design worked extremely well. Do you like this device?
Yes.
Nice. Ronald, when you need food and your stomach starts rumbling, how do you feel?
Hungry.
Great, alright.
After using our device 4 to 5 times, Mr. Quick began to use it without prompting from us or his job coach. Now, the staff at CHI has a way to keep track of Mr. Quick's needs at all times. His job coach was elated.
Are you looking forward to do anything with the help of this device? Like maybe get closer to Quickie or something?
I am. They were asking me things initially about him, and I've been with Ronald for almost 4 years, and we've never had a conversation. So we can have a conversation of sorts, you know, a much clearer understanding of his needs.
I see, yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
Around 3.5 million people in the U.S. are diagnosed with autism, with 1/3 of those also being born with nonverbal autism. So statistically speaking, it would mean that more than 1 million people in the U.S. would be born with this condition. We hope that our invention can be used to improve the lives of all of these workers, as nonverbal communication should not hold anyone back in their workplace and everyday lives.
Do you see this device helping other workers who face similar challenges to Ronald?
I do. I really do. I was kind of apprehensive because I didn't know the level. I didn't know that Quickie could read. So that's amazing to me. I'm like, he's pushing the buttons that he needs to push to communicate. So I think it's an excellent source of a nonverbal person, you know, to communicate.
We would like to thank CHI Centers for their continued support of this project, our teachers for introducing us to this unforgettable opportunity, and finally, our new friend Ronald Quick. Thank you for watching.